Hi guys, from the Music Interview Corner again. Again from downtown, we found another badass graffiti to sit in front. We are doing now a spontaneous interview with a band called
NEBULIUM.
And this is Mason.
Nice to meet you.
And we just met here backstage because I was doing an interview with Betraying the Murders. What kind of music style do you do?
So we play progressive death metal. We all kind of come from different musical backgrounds. So our drummer will bring in a lot of black metal influence, and I'll bring in some more progressive technical influence, and everybody just kind of throws it together. So we've kind of just become accustomed to saying progressive death metal instead of being like, oh, we're black and melodic deathcore, tech death, this. You know what I mean?
Do you know what I've heard? I discussed that with a friend. I'm a lot into metal, and some people say that some black metal bands go death metal because they want to get laid.
Kind of. We started off when we were about like 15 to 16, so about 3 to 4 years ago, and we were like a more black metal than death metal, but black and death metal band, and we all kind of showed up to practice, and I was like, I need something more technical than this. Like, I can't do black metal all the time. And everybody just kind of sat down. We wrote our song Grow, which will be coming out as a single very, very soon, within next week or two. I don't know, I think if you play metal, you don't really get as laid as often as anything else. We should have started playing indie or something if we wanted to get more girls' attention.
No, I think the classic heavy metal bands are pretty good with that.
That is also really good. Yeah, I mean, nobody pulled more than what, like Black Sabbath and everybody back in the day. But yeah, no, we just kind of gravitated more towards it just for more progressive technical elements. We also wanted to write more meaningful music, something that had more to do with growing and making it through certain obstacles in life, instead of so much of just being like, oh, this is a song about aliens, and this is a song about space, and this is a song about somebody dying in space because of aliens. Like, we just really wanted to push ourselves more, and being in the younger generation, we just kind of hoped, like, maybe if we do all this shit that's a little different and a little harder, maybe some people will catch some eyes. And you know, we've definitely caught a few, so it's been fun, it's been nice. It's definitely better than the old days when I was just playing root notes all the time and we were just doing all the time. No, that was the thing too, is that we really didn't want to like pigeonhole ourselves. We didn't want to make it to where like, oh, this is another band that's just screaming about Satan 24/7 and gore and all that. We really wanted to make something that was like, you can find the metal in it and you can find all that aggression and all of that anger, but you can also find happiness and sadness and notes that are just as happy and just as sad at the same time. We really wanted to like try to push more than just black metal, Satan, death, you know what I mean?
And you're not Satanist.
I am not a Satanist. Nothing that has to do with any of our music is political, religious influence. Everything just has to do about going through a certain struggle, whether it be as a person or just as a being in general, and just somehow being able to like manipulate your way through it in a positive way, a negative way, whatever you have to do to get through it, and just ultimately coming to a state of closure with your own mental state and just kind of pushing yourself. Something along the lines more of that, rather than just being like Satan all the time.
Good. And by the way, I've heard this doesn't only mean Satan, this means also warding off evil, and it means metal.
It actually came from the first person that I know of that started using it was Dio. I'm sure that's probably
Ronnie James Dio,
yeah.
and he said warding off evil.
He was actually the only one too that's allowed to use the thumb. Everybody else has to tuck in the thumb, but he used the thumb. So.
And did you notice that Gene Simmons, you know the story, he wanted to
he wanted to trademark it, yeah.
Yes, and but he does this. He has the thumb out, and guys, the thumb out, I said that before, means I love you. That's American Sign Language for I love you.
It does mean I love you. I took sign language in high school. I only flunked like a semester. I know what I'm talking about.
So Dio was doing it correctly.
Dio was doing it correctly.
And our dear Gene Simmons, I will now never get an interview with Kiss, I guess, but Gene Simmons wants to patent I love you. You know that in American Sign Language, this means I love you, but it can also mean my name is Gene Simmons. Yeah.
I'm James Simmons.
What's the craziest thing you ever did on tour?
Oh man. So we haven't officially had a tour yet. We got cleared for like 2, didn't work out. But we have played about like 30 to 40 shows just throughout California. And we've done a few like back to back to back. So wow, craziest thing I've done. When we played with the Faceless and Discarnate and Lorna Shore, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some other people and I apologize. But we played with them back in August last year. And I went into the green room to go smoke some cigarettes and some weed with the bands up there, and they sent me to the gas station to get something to smoke out of, and I couldn't get a bottle, I couldn't get a can, I couldn't get anything, and they didn't have apples because we were just in downtown Hollywood. So I came back to this green room in the whiskey with a lemon, and we cut a hole in the lemon and smoked out of this lemon in the green room at the whiskey.
Did it have a special like aroma, a special taste then?
We were smoking something that already tasted super citrusy, and it was like the biggest like lemon head you've ever had just smoke into your lungs. It was crazy. It was horrible, and it was amazing, and it's one of like my favorite memories I have.
Pretty unique, at least.
It was a good one. That was a fun one.
Are you working on an album right now?
We actually have been working on an EP for about 2 years now. It is fully recorded. Everything's recorded. And it is getting finally remixed, remastered right now. We should have the first song, Grow, which we did play tonight, available by the end of July. And hopefully the EP will be out no later than the first 2 weeks of August. So if you guys are watching, make sure to check up on Grow by NEBULIUM in 2019.
Thank you so much, Mason.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Katie.
Oh, you're welcome. Like this. And goodbye from the Music Interview Corner. Oh, and we love you.
I'm James Simmons. Gene Simmons.